Hey everybody, and welcome back. Today I thought I would talk to y'all about what is in my backpack. So for a lot of y'all, I know you started school last week, but for some people, including myself, school started this week. But either way, I still thought I would go ahead and make this video since being visually impaired, I have some different things that not everyone would have in their backpack. So this is my backpack. It's actually not technically a backpack. It's just a tote or a mail carrier bag, whatever you want to call it. It just goes over the shoulder like this. That way, if I'm walking with Glenna and I need to get something out of my backpack, then instead of having to manage to get my backpack off and get whatever I need out of my backpack and get it back on while still holding on to her, I can just hold on to her with my left hand and then reach in with my right hand and pull out whatever I need. So that is just why I have an over-the-shoulder bag, but everyone has their own preferences. And so now I'll just go ahead and get into what I have in my bag. So for the main pocket, or the main area, I just have my binder. It's just a plain binder, and then when you open it, it's like an accordion binder, so I have all of the different folders for each of my classes, and then there's plenty of extras for if I want to put something for my organizations that I'm in or anything else that I may have going on as well. So there's plenty of room for stuff in there. The only other thing that I have in here, at least right now, is this big, really thick, bold line notebook. So basically it just has a whole bunch of pages like a regular notebook would have, but the lines are a lot darker and the space between the lines is a lot bigger. So that way I can write my notes easily without having to try to fit them in the little bitty lines of a regular notebook. So that's all in this main pocket right here. And then on the other side, there's a little side pocket, and in that I have several things for myself and for Glenna. I have this bag with Glenna's pop-up bowl inside of it so that I can just pop it out and give her water, since I have some night classes that are when I would normally give her food and water. So I have a bowl for her for that. And then I also have this bag that I put it in, that way if it's wet it doesn't get all my stuff. And then I can also just put food down in there to take with me as well. So it just works out really nicely to keep it in my bag but still separate from all my stuff. And then the next thing is my backup battery and then a cord for my phone, because I play a lot of Pokemon Go, so I want a backup battery that I can take with me to class, not only so I can keep playing that, but also since I do have classes that get out at 8:20 at night, I can keep my phone charged and not be walking back in the dark with no cell phone access. And it's also a flashlight. Next, I have just some lip gloss. This is something that's usually in my purse as well as the backup battery, but whenever I'm on days that I have class, I carry both of these in my backpack. That way I don't have to carry my purse. I also have a pair of headphones. These are just the ones that came with my phone and the case that came with them as well. So these are not my good headphones. I have some that are the over-the-ear actual headphones that I use when I'm out other places. But for school, I just use these headphones. They're small. I can just stick them in my bag and take them with me. That way, if I'm out taking a break between classes, then I can just use these to listen to a textbook or to just a regular book for fun, or I can listen to music. So for me, being visually impaired and having really good hearing, headphones are a must-have. Next, I just have my ID, or I just have my lanyard. I will normally be wearing this, but sometimes I will put it in my backpack after I've locked up my apartment and everything. But a lot of times I will wear this because it has a whistle on it for if something were to happen. But it just has my IDs, a whistle, and my key. And so I just keep this with me, obviously to get in my apartment and to lock it whenever I leave, but also because my ID is what gets me lunch, so I kind of need that as well. So I carry these with me. Something else that I have in my backpack, and usually I have one in my purse, and at home I have one, I have several, is a monocular. So it's basically like binoculars, except for there's only one. And so I can just look through it if someone is writing notes on the board, whether it be a teacher or a student writing the answer. I can just look over at the board using this, or if we're watching a video, then I can use this and it'll zoom in 10 times and I can see it better. Sometimes I will take my Vizio book, which you can see in my How Blind People Play Video Games video, but that is a lot bigger, so I don't take that on a regular basis, but I do take this monocular with me pretty much everywhere I go. I also just have a regular calculator that I have used in the past. I don't know if I'll need one this semester just because I'm not taking any like math or science classes, but I still have it with me in my bag just in case I happen to need one. I still have one. Of course, a definite must-have for any student is some kind of writing utensil. For me, I have an erasable pen. I hope to get some more of these. I actually have one other, but I leave that here at my apartment just so I don't have to worry about losing it or anything. And I can just use that if I'm doing homework rather than digging out this one. But I love erasable pens. If I'm writing anything out, this is what I use, just because pens are easier for me to see, but if I mess up, then if it's a regular pen, I can't do anything about it. But pencils, I can erase what I write, but they're a lot harder for me to see. So this is a nice combination of both, because I get the eraser like I would in a pencil, but then I get the darkness that a pen gives. So it's easier for me to see, but I can still erase what I wrote if I made a mistake. So for me, this is a must-have if you are visually impaired and in school. And last, I have a pair of scissors. Normally I don't carry scissors around with me, but this year one of the classes I'm taking is Creative Arts and Literature for Children. So we will be using scissors and glue and some kind of like coloring utensil, whether it's crayons or colored pencils or markers. So for now I just have scissors because I didn't realize what all I would need for this class. So I have some scissors, and then next time I go home I will probably bring some of my colored pencils and get some glue so that I can carry those around as well. But as of right now, that is everything that I have in my bag. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining our little family. I look forward to bringing you more content in the future. As always, if you have any suggestions for video ideas, leave those in the comments and I will do my absolute best to make those happen. and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!